Good morning.
Good morning.
Got a mug, got some coffee, and sitting in the van.
So, we were talking about tiny house this morning.
Was it a mistake? Yes. No. Um,
Yes and no.
yeah. So, I guess what really got me thinking about it is I've been working on a video that will be coming out the next few days, hopefully. I don't really say too much, but I was kind of looking at some old footage, and when I first moved out here, it was very primitive, very basic, living in the tent, starting fires and collecting the water and eating roadkill and all that, make sure I was chopping wood and, using an axe and man stuff, I guess. I don't know. It was cool. It was cool watching it and being like, man, I did that. It was super prideful, I guess would be a word.
Is prideful a word?
I don't know. The LGBT community says pride. Not that that's where I'm going with this, but
We're proud of where you were.
yeah, it was very well. It was very it was cool watching it. I guess I felt more I guess alive and more like there was worth to my videos. I guess like I was actually like surviving, and of course I had nothing out here, but I just feel like it's a totally different atmosphere out here now. When I first started, it was more of I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd hear something, and I'd have my flashlight and my pew pew with me.
You want
And
to go back to being scared?
no, it's not that, but it was more of like I was in the elements. And now I have a tiny house. I just sleep in the tiny house.
Yeah, but you're even in the tiny house. You're still kind of in the elements, bro. You ain't got
Well,
half a wall and the roof's open.
I mean, I understand that, but going from that, but living in a $20 tent. What's this charging? Got the jackery thing back here going. You can probably hear it. But
not anymore.
But yeah, I started thinking about it. I was like, man, did I make a mistake? Like, should I have stuck to that lifestyle? To where, if you've been around for a while, like around my tent, I built like a wooden wall and I had my shower area set up. I had to stack firewood. I was using a wood burning stove and, all that stuff. Of course, it's different time of the year. It's hot, but I feel like I kind of lost some of that. And
I feel like you could have definitely done it, and I mean, obviously it was doable because you did it, but it would have been definitely a different story if you stayed like that and just said, screw it, I'm just going to live in a tent in the woods.
yeah, and part of me was like, I guess living in the tent in the woods, knowing that I was going to build a tiny house eventually, it kind of got my mind on, all right, start building a tiny house, get to that, that type of thing. But now, looking back at it, I'm like, I wonder what this place would look like if there was no tiny house, if it was just primitive, like how much more skills I would have learned and, lived a different lifestyle.
You gonna live with the goats?
Yeah, I could be living with the goats in there. And, I don't know, it is one of those. And then, out of nowhere, Jaylena's back in the picture of my life, and she gets a van literally like almost first day out here, and you know, doing some stuff with the van and kind of laying in it and seeing the room and stuff. I'm like, man, this is doable. Like before coming out here, I would have been like, oh man, I don't know, this is gonna be a tight fit. It's gonna be small, but cause I remember being in a 20-foot travel trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It was 8 by 20, and I'd be like, it's kind of cramped.
I feel like once this is built out, it'll be more comfortable than that trailer.
Probably. That one had just a bad layout.
Yeah, the layout was terrible.
But I just remember being in it and being like, whoa, this is small. And then now, after living in a tent for so long and then doing the tiny house stuff, I'm like, man, this ain't that bad. This is actually pretty cool. And then I start thinking, all right, well, I kind of locked myself down here with a tiny house, but I enjoy traveling. I enjoy being on the road and doing stuff. And I mean, we used to travel quite often. And
Yeah, we drove pretty much around the entire lower half of the U.S.
yeah, um, yeah, we've gone almost literally the whole bottom. And, and that was just while we were together. And then before that, my family, we went on vacation when we were younger, and we went to like 14 different states. I traveled with bands, and I've been to every lower 48 states. I just need to go to Hawaii and Alaska,
Okay, fine. You talked me
and,
into it.
and I can check them off the list and been to every state. So like I've been around, I've done stuff, I've seen places, and I love it. And
The drive from Washington to Tennessee was
oh, I'm
beautiful.
sure.
I just wish I could have actually. One, it was dead of winter, so like driving through North Dakota
Ooh,
was absolutely terrible, and there's nothing but fog, and you have to drive like 15 miles per hour through the entire state.
yeah,
But other than that, it was really beautiful, and if I could have like stopped along the way, like that would have been a really good route to travel.
yeah. But stuff like that. It's like now that I'm kind of not stuck in the tiny house, but now I have like my animals here and stuff like that. Because that was a big difference too. Is back in the day I didn't have the animals, not even the dogs or anything. I was just kind of like lone survivor out in the woods, roughing it. It was a different atmosphere, and so working on the video that I was working on, and with Jaylena up here in the van and the tiny house, I was just like, man, like
Kind of reflecting on everything.
kind of, yeah. We're about to be going starting 8 months of me being up here, and did I mess up? Should I have stayed primitive? Should I, you know? And I think we've said this all the time, but everything happens for a reason. So I'm not trying to take it back. It's just more of, I guess, reflecting on it and wondering what it would have been like if I would have kept up with that lifestyle. But it does get you thinking and stuff, and it's like, you know, maybe you being here with the van kind of gets my mind off the tiny house and helps build this out. And not saying I'm not going to build a tiny house. It's supposed to be raining though, a lot. So
Flash flood warning.
yeah, so today it's supposed to rain a little bit, and then tomorrow it's just all day. The next day, all day. So I've been working on a video coming out that I think you guys will enjoy. But yeah, it's just one of those. It's like it's just different out here. I don't know. It's looking at the tent and stuff now. Like I started in a little tent, and then I moved to the big tent, and then now moved, like literally just like tiny, medium, a little bit bigger. It's just I guess I've the evolution of me being out here, and I don't know. It just had me second guessing. Should I have stayed more primitive? Um, I feel like I got a lot more respect from people when I did that on the internet. Not that I really care too much, but I got a lot more respect, even though there were some people being like, "You're just a wannabe Boy Scout," and but now that I'm doing tiny house, it seems like everybody's just like, just build the house. I don't care what you're doing in your life, just build the house. And that's not what I want with the channel. And when I was doing more primitive, it was more of like, is he gonna survive to the next day? How's he gonna get food? How's he gonna get water? That type of thing. And I guess it was more action packed than it is
Did you
now.
grow your own canned soup?
I did, and yeah, we just watched the Sawyer's roast on me.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, and so I don't know. It just had me second guessing, I guess. And then of course, pretty much been on my own. And then Jaylena's back out here and stuff. Well, out here, and you know, it's just different, I guess. Different lifestyle now. But it just got me thinking.
Just to thinking.
Yep.
Well, I think it's always good to kind of sit back and reflect on everything every once in a while and kind of reevaluate where you're at in your life and reevaluate your goals and what you want to, achieve and win. And Sometimes you just need that clarity, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's healthy to question what you've been through, what you're doing now, and what you did and what you want to do. So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought about maybe doing a week challenge or something, and it's just all right.
Do a naked and afraid challenge.
Have you seen my feet? They're covered in bug bites, and then I stab myself in the bottom of my foot.
So be afraid. Be very afraid.
I wouldn't be afraid. I'd just be beat up. But yeah, I thought about
Hey, you get
maybe.
to bring one item. Bring some bug spray. Make your make yourself some shoes out of the twigs.
But it's like I thought about maybe going a little more primitive for a week. A challenge or something, and do something of that nature. Huh?
Naked and afraid.
I need my clothes. I need at least a cut off shirt. I need that. But I don't know. It just got me thinking a little bit and stuff, and we're kind of reflecting on the past and what I've been through and where I started. And I mean, literally, there was nothing out here. The scenery was different. There was no leaves. Everything was dead. Uh, During the winter, 20-degree weather, snow, rain, ice, sleet. Done it all. But
Who here would watch an episode of Jason doing 24 hours true naked and afraid challenge?
then I'd have to blur it all out. They take forever.
But it'd be so worth it.
I don't have one of those satchels you put over your
You
junk.
can make one. Then you only have to blur it out until you make one.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that where it's kind of a challenge, and then I don't. You're my camera person.
Yeah, I'll be your cameraman.
That way, it's just true.
And then you'll have your own. Like you could use your phone as
My
your
personal camera.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe I'll do something like that. Kind of get me back into that, and if people are mad that I'm not building the house, I will.
It's your life, you live it.
Yeah, my channel is not a tiny house channel. It's not a off-grid channel.
Jason's Tiny House. It's called the Crockers.
Yeah, it's just my life, and I don't know. I'm gonna start doing whatever I want to do, and I mean, I always normally do, but at some points I feel pressured to build the house, and a lot of people are saying like it's almost winter, you better get ready, and I'm like, I survived winter in a freaking $20 tent. Like, I can never build anything on this house again, and I'm already a million times better than I was last year. So I'm not trying to build it, but at the same time, I'm not trying to like kill myself to get it done. Um,
We know what it feels like to get burnt out on something, and it's not a great feeling.
No.
So it'd be better to, do what you want to do for you instead of trying to please anyone else, because you're the only
I have to live
are
it.
what matters in the end. Yeah, because it's your life.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe leave some comments down in the comment section if you think I should do like a little challenge, or I mean, whatever you think about this whole video. Maybe you're just like, shut up, Jason, and build a house. I don't care. You can comment that. But yeah, it's supposed to rain a little bit today. Might go to the Sawyer's house for a little bit. Got to do some personal stuff there, and then work a little bit on the house, work on the van, get that done. As of right now, there's no set date on when Jaylena is going to go back. There's some things she needs to do, but it's a little further away, I guess. And then I'm almost 35 years old. August 12th, me and Jared will be 35. And then August 14th.
And you still act like you're teenagers.
Yeah. And then August 14th is our 2-year marriage anniversary. Should be interesting, right? So
I think technically we'll still be married.
So. Yeah, so we'll leave you on that one. We'll see what we'll do for my birthday and our
maybe we'll go get some pie.
Pie?
Mm-hmm.
That's why our marriage didn't work. I don't like pie.
That's what they have at the cafe is pie.
I don't even like pie.
Well,
unless it's the Hershey's pie from
So you just
from
like
Walmart.
You do like pie.
No.
You like that pie.
That's not really pie.
It is pie.
No.
It's technically pie.
No.
Are you talking about like the pie that's
the Hershey's?
No, I'm saying like the pie that me and Jared did the pie challenge.
That's disgusting.
That's right. Like that's pie too.
Like a fruit.
Like cherry pie and peach pie and.
Can't do that. That's
I just
nasty.
spilled my coffee all over me.
But yeah, if you've ever had the. Oh, but I'm the one that acts like a teenager, huh?
It was an accident.
Um.
And yes.
But if you've never had the Hershey's pie that's in the frozen section at Walmart, it's freaking delicious.
That's pretty good. It's dangerous.
It's really good.
Make sure you have other people around to eat it with you, or you'll eat the whole thing.
And you'll be sick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And satisfied.
Yeah. So we're gonna call it a day on this one, and try to get some stuff done before it rains, and then head out to the Sawyers for a little bit, and then yeah, go on with our day. But leave some comments down below and let us know kind of what you think of the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. We're not rich, we're famous. It's a song. So y'all be like, I don't even know what that means. You want to say bye to the people?
Bye.